Wrong road. Thomas's branch line is important, and so is Edward's. They both bring in valuable traffic, but their track and bridges are not so strong as those on the main. That is why the Fat Controller doesn't allow the heavier mainline engines such as Gordon and Henry to run on them. If, however, you had heard Gordon talking to Edward a short while ago, you would have thought that the Fat Controller would bring him to run on branch lines for quite another reason. "It's not fair," grumbled Gordon. "What isn't fair?" asked Edward. "Letting branch line diesels pull mainline trains." "Never mind, Gordon. I'm sure Boco would let you pull his trucks sometimes. That would be quite fair." Gordon spluttered furiously. "I won't pull Boco's dirty trucks. I won't run on branch lines." "Why not? It would make a nice change." "The Fat Controller would never approve," said Gordon loftily. "Branch lines are vulgar." He popped away in a dignified manner. Edward chuckled to follow him to the station. Gordon, his driver, and his fireman all say it was the lady's fault. She wore a green floppy hat and was saying goodbye to her friend sitting in the coach nearest the guard's van. It was nearly time to start. The fireman looked back. He was new to the job. He couldn't see the guard, but he did see something green waving. He thought it was the flag. "Right away, mate," he called. But the guard did not wave his flag. When Gordon started, he left some luggage, several undignified passengers, and the guard all standing at the platform. Every evening, 2 fast trains leave the big station within 5 minutes. The 6:25 is Gordon's for the main line. Edward's at 6:30 runs along the branch line. By the time Gordon had been brought back, Edward's train was overdue. "You've missed your path, Gordon," said the Fat Controller crossly. "Now you must clear Edward's train before you can start." This should have put everything right with least possible trouble. But control at the big station made things worse. They forgot to warn the signalman at Edward's Junction about the change of plan. It was dark by the time the trains reached the junction, and you can guess what happened. Edward went through the main, while Gordon was switched to the branch. It took the Fat Controller several hours to sort out the tangle and pacify the passengers. In the end, Gordon was left with his fire drawn, cross and cold on one of the sidings. Bill and Ben peeked into the yard next morning. They wondered if Boco had brought some trucks. There were no trucks, but they didn't mind that. Teasing Gordon, they thought, would be much better fun. "What's that?" Bill asked loudly. "Shh," whispered Ben. "It's Gordon." "It looks like Gordon, but it can't be. Gordon never comes on branch lines. He thinks them vulgar." Gordon pretended he hadn't heard. "If it isn't Gordon," said Ben, "it's just a pile of old iron, which we better take to the scrapyard." "No, Bill, it's lots useless for scrap. We'll take it to the harbour and dump it in the sea." Gordon was alarmed. "I am Gordon! Stop! Stop!" The twins paid no attention. Gordon shut his eyes and prepared for the worst. The twins argued longly and loudly. Bill favoured the scrapyard, while Ben said that the cutting up in such places was something cruel. "It would be kinder," he urged, "to give these remains a quick end in the sea. Besides," he went on, "it would make a lovely splash." Gordon could not view any protest with any enthusiasm. Up to that time, he had disapproved of diesels. They were, he considered, ugly, smelly, and noisy. But when he opened his eyes and saw Boco coming into the yard, he thought him the most beautiful sight he had ever seen. Boco, my dear engine, he gasped. Save me! Boco quickly sized up the situation and sent Bill and Ben about their business. They were cheeky at first, but Boco threatened to take away the trucks of coal that he had brought for them. That made them behave at once. Gorton thought he was wonderful. Those little demons, he said. How do you do it? Oh well, said Boco, it's just a nag. Gorton thinks to this day that Boco saved his life. But we know the twins are only teasing, don't we?